Ronald, Sunderland last weekend and a very different challenge this weekend, but no easier.
Maybe yes, I don't know. But okay, it's this weekend is not more a test than it was last week, or it will be in 2 weeks. Every weekend it's important to be at your best level. And okay, we know that Tottenham is one of the best teams. They're really strong at home, we know. But okay, it's a challenge. It's to play against a strong team at home and being yourself and to get a good result.
I was speaking with Mark Hughes earlier today, and he was talking about how good they are offensively. He said he thinks that it's the best they've seen. Do you go along with that?
That's an easy answer if you lose 4-0. But I saw the game. We will defend different than they did. And but okay, anyway, Stoke in the first half got really 2 big chances to score a goal. But okay, you need to stop the strengths of Tottenham, and they have really good offensive football in the team, and you need to stop that. And you need to stop Eriksen, you need to stop De Rally, and they have 2 more midfield players. Maybe they play again with 3 at the back, maybe they play with 4 defenders. A lot of questions, but they will have that type of questions also, how Everton will play and how Everton will prepare the game.
Do you see comparisons with Everton and Tottenham with regards to ambition and breaking that top 4 dominance, if you like?
A little bit, yes. I think the manager in Tottenham is doing a great job, because everybody understands and know it's really difficult to give really that competition to the big teams in the Premier League, and now for I think the 2nd season in a row they fight for Champions League. Last season they fight till the last part of the season to win the title, and they signed long-term contracts with good players, with young players. And yes, it's a little bit similar what we like to do. It's not our 2nd or 3rd season, it's our 1st. But we are in a good way, and to move forwards and to change things and to make sometimes difficult decisions.
I guess the Everton fans will look at you starting a project here and being very much at the start of a project. And bearing in mind what's happened at Barcelona this week, are you very focused on this project here?
Of course, and every word from my side about Barcelona is too much.
Have you, just as an interest, from your own point of view, what have you made of Luis Enrique's decision?
I don't speak about Barcelona.
Okay. As far as Gareth Barry is concerned, I've read today that he's talking about how the competition in midfield, he's keeping his standards high, and it must be good to have someone like him, just behind those players who are playing at the moment.
Yeah, but not behind. Okay, we know we have really big competition in the midfield, but he's a really very available player for the team every day. I think it's an example as a player for young players in Everton, and even if he is not starting in the team, he's doing his session in the best way what he can do, and he's not frustrated to start. He's not, maybe yes, a little bit disappointed not to start, but he's that type of player with his experience. It's really, in my opinion, a coach on the pitch, and of course with that competition, and we know he's not the youngest in the team, but he's still on a really good fitness, and he's always in my mind to start the weekend.
I know you said about Wayne Rooney early on in the week and said about your interest possibly in that. You've seen this week where he's come out and said, or his agent apparently has come out and said that there could be some interest in Everton. There would be, and the fact that you may have gone for a loan in January, is that true?
No, I don't speak anymore about Rooney. I got one time or several times questions about him. He's player of United. We will see what happened in the future.
Okay, as far as the weekend is concerned, would you want to start off with a win for Tony Bellew before your game on Sunday?
Yeah, we arranged that we can see the fight. Will be nice. But okay, I think it's a Evertonian, and we will support him. And let's hope that he will win, because that will be a great result for him. But that's Saturday, and of course we are prepared for Sunday.
You a big boxing fan?
I was in the past. I waked up at 5 o'clock in the morning, but that time it was still Cassius Clay, Joe Frazier, but now, because about him, of course you get a little bit more that feeling in boxing. But okay, but we will see the fight, and let's hope he will win.
Thank you.
Ronald, last time we spoke about Romelu Lukaku and the contract situation, you said it wasn't in your hands and it was being dealt with by the powers that be, but you must be asking for updates on that.
I don't know.
Nothing at all, and no news?
No, I didn't heard anything about that this week.
Okay. In terms of Tottenham, and I know Alan touched on it there, but the word project is used. Is Tottenham the acid test for this football club?
No. Why?
In terms of a model for top four, I mean the acid test.
No, but that
maybe
means
early in the project.
That means if you play against a top 6 team or a top 4 team, that's a test. Every time when we play City, Chelsea, it's a test. Every Premier League game is a test, and the test this Sunday is not more than it was the first of the season. It was Tottenham, was also, I think, a test for everybody how Everton was at that stage, and we got 1 point out of the game, and Everton is stronger than Everton was in the first game, and I think also Tottenham is stronger because they got more time than the first game, and it's not a test, no, because I don't agree.
What about in terms of a model going forward? The word project is used so much here. In terms of a model and breaking into that top
Yeah,
four.
but okay, I follow football, I follow managers, I follow teams, how they play, and in several aspects they play football. What we like to do in our team, and they try to do high pressing. We like to do high pressing. They have really individual very good players between the lines, like Eriksson, like Del Ali, and some more other players, and offensive fullbacks. We have also very offensive fullbacks, and trying to bring young players in the team, and that's the same what I try to do in Everton.
With Schneiderlin and Gay up against Wanyama and Dembele, will that be a pivotal battle, do you think, in midfield on Sunday?
It will be a battle. Who will be the midfield players against them? Okay, we will see. But I think that the key is to win the battle on the midfield. That's for sure.
If we gave you Wayne Rooney, and I know you don't want to talk about him, but if we gave you Wayne Rooney for Sunday, would you start him?
No, it's a question that's not a question what I need to answer, because it's not possible.
But there's
but then we can continue with that kind of questions, because it's not realistic.
Okay, no more on Wayne Rooney.
Well done.
And I know you don't want to talk about Barcelona as well, but I mean, Ronald, everyone on the outside would say if they came calling, it would be impossible to turn down.
I don't talk about Barcelona.
Okay, nothing at all.
No.
Okay, that's me done.
Okay.
Not to talk about Barcelona, but Pochettino is another of the names that has been mentioned. Do you think he deserves to be considered as one of the best managers in the world?
I think he is managing a big club. And I think he is happy. I will ask him someday if he likes to move to Barcelona. I don't know.
But just, I mean, in terms of where he is in the sort of managerial spectrum, do you think he does deserve to be considered right up there with the best managers?
No, but in the past, I think they talk about Man United, what I saw in the press. But okay, but that's. I was the manager after Pochettino was managing Southampton, and I think he's doing really a really good job in Tottenham. But you ask me questions, what he will do or what he should do or what he. No, but it's not that type of questions what I like.
And just in terms of Tottenham, do you see them as Premier League champions? Maybe not this season, but with this team in the near future?
One of the favourites for titles, yes. And they're still in FA Cup, and they're second in the league. And they are really strong, and it's not anymore Tottenham that they will fight against the big ones. That process they don't finish, but they are so strong as the rest of the big teams in the Premier League.
Okay, guys. One question. Is that okay?
Quick one, Adam.
Just a quick injury update as well, Ronald. How's everyone looking for the weekends?
Everybody is fit.
How's
Yeah.
Mo Bejic coming along as well?
He's doing well. He did for the first time today 11 against 11, and of course you see he needs more time. He needs game time in under 23 to start. But I'm really happy that he is back in all the exercises in training, and Dominic is back, and okay, one more. But for him we need to wait a little bit more. Is Yannick.
Okay, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's 1:15. Do you want to read the papers when you come back?
No, I do it now and then I come back.
I heard the rules changed in the golf on Tuesday.
The rules?
You happy?
Ah.
He said he was doing okay until the rules changed in the second.
Yeah, but okay, you know, the most important thing in golf is the putt, eh?
Absolutely. I'll ring him and let him know.
Yeah, let him know.
Cheers, Dad.
Okay.